Good morning. It is Monday, March 21st, and we're back for another day in the life of a third grade teacher. Starting the day with some emergency and some intros, so let's go. Okay, it's the end of the day. I feel like this could end up being a long week. It's our first full week in a very long time. We had some due to weather, planned offs, like our spring break was a Friday off and then last Monday off, so yeah, this could be a long one. My desk is a disaster, so I'm gonna clean that area up and then I will talk to you about what we did today. Like, I don't even know how this happens, but it just does. I don't know if that looked bad or not, but that took me way longer than it's taken me in a while. I just had stuff mixed up everywhere. Conference stuff, just all of it. Looks much better now. I didn't just shove things places. So we are gonna finish our final drafts of our autobiography. We're gonna finish our rough drafts this week. So we're actually gonna finally use these starting hopefully this week, for sure starting next week. Conference stuff for students that I haven't had because I had half of them and most of them last week. And I had the rest of them this week. So that stuff's up there. This will be our next review for geometry packet. Read alouds, that kind of looks a little junky, but some old assessments, exit tickets. Otherwise, we're organized. And I didn't just throw stuff. I mean, I recycled a lot. You can see that over there. But a lot of that stuff that's been here since November. So finally, did some organizing. All right, so let's talk about our day. Started off introducing the words their way and the word sorts. So I just did two groups because a lot of mine, honestly, they were either knew the long vowel patterns or they didn't. They either didn't get past that part or they were all around the same spot. So I just did two groups. I had them sort their cards today, and then once I checked them, then they wrote them down in their book that I made in yesterday's video. Okay, we need to go through our bins. All of these are just pretty disheveled and messy, but oops, put these back in there. Maybe not. Okay. I can't talk because look at my area. I just cleaned off that area over there. Maybe I should do this stuff too. All right, I'll get this stuff after, but gave everyone one of these. It's just blank paper inside there, but the names at least is on it. So they were in either one of these groups. This one was focusing on long vowels, so today was this week's gonna be long and short A. This one was adding ER and EST, so comparative suffixes, and then talking about whether if you have to change Y to I and then add the suffix on there. So they did their sort, wrote the words in there in the correct sorted, so they wrote the headers they needed and then made their own columns. I showed them how to do that. And then they kept their cards in their bag. I've given them a Ziploc bag. And now we'll practice sorts with partners throughout this week. So we'll do different ones like speed sorts, blind sorts. Yeah. I really like the oddball one on these because said, for example, if they were just looking at the pattern and weren't reading the words, they would have thought that went there. But when they're actually reading it and realized it doesn't do the long A, then that would have been an outlier. That doesn't quite follow that rule. So anyways, have a heart word with that heart part. So it's good that made them think they're same for want. Okay, organized over here now too. So anyways, they did a good job with it, but it took them longer than I thought. Not necessarily the sorting part, even the cutting went fast. It was just them having to write it down. So I'm glad I had them do that part though, because I don't know, I feel like it's important to both read and write the words. So we did that this morning. We are reading folk tales this week. So today we read Martina the Beautiful Cockroach. That was a good one. I actually really like that one. Then we had a morning recess. After that, we came in. It was time for our reading groups. I have a high schooler who comes for 2 days on Mondays and Tuesdays for a little over an hour. So he took one of the groups and read a book with him about the gold rush. I read with two groups, just different decodables from Jen Jones, talked about the vowel patterns, did some review flashcards of the vowel patterns and sounds and some of the heart words that we've had. And that brought us to almost to lunch. We did half our math lesson before lunch and then the other half after. We're doing algebra, so I'll kind of show you what we did today. Again, all these lessons and slides I've made and the exit tickets are on TPT. And honestly, I think it's pretty cheap. The whole entire year of lesson slides and exit tickets is $13. So Okay, so we started off just a little bit of review. This is our third day of algebra, so did a little bit of review, balancing the equations, solving for the unknowns, and then kept doing a little bit more of them solving for the unknowns, but got a couple more that were tricky, like this one, just, having to figure out how much you have on that side before going over to the other side. Did a little bit like this, where you have the same variable twice. What would that have to be? And then we got into where they are told the amount the variable is, and then solving for it once they know that. So they did a good job with both of these, but their exit ticket had one of each. And I know some of them, almost all of them, I should say, like 85, 90% of them got it. I just think tomorrow I need to go over and make like an anchor chart just showing like, Kat, when you're doing algebra, stop and think. Do you know the value of the variable? Yes or no? Are we solving for the variable, or are we being told the variable and then solving the equation? So overall, they did, like I said, great. They did really good during the lessons. Just a little bit of them got confused. Like that first one on the exit ticket, when they were solving for the unknown, they were confused because in the last few we had done, they had been given the unknown. So anyways, just good little reminder for me to specify the differences between the types of problems for tomorrow. We finished our read aloud, which was Out of My Mind today, which was awesome. A few of the kids caught on that if you've read it, the end of it was her, the same as the beginning, because it's her starting to write her autobiography. So that was cool. I think we'll start Because of Mr. Turp tomorrow. I haven't decided for sure yet. All right, then we voted for our Book Madness books. We were supposed to do this last week, and I didn't remember till the end of the day, so not everyone got their vote in because some weren't in here and whatever else. So anyways, we just went with these winners. So for chapter books, our championship will be The Wild Robot versus Five Nights at Freddy's. And then for picture books, it'll be The Big Bad Bubble versus Nerdy Birdie. For our math groups, we're going to do a review of addition and subtraction this week, because a lot of them forget, like subtraction especially, just like regrouping. They just always go so fast that when they haven't done it for a while, they forget to slow down and think, oh, 2 minus 5 is not 3. I can't do that. So we'll do that for math groups. We went outside for about 10 or 15 minutes at the end of the day, came back in, worked on their autobiographies, called it a day. So overall, a really good day. It's just, they came in like just kind of a little bit like bickering and just, I don't know, sometimes they just worry so much about others, like with little things, like if someone else budges in front of somebody, it's like, okay, well, they didn't budge in front of you and it didn't seem to bother anybody else. So do we need to make a big deal out of this? And then just like trying to tell each other what to do. So we had a little talk about that. I'm like, you need to just, if it bothers somebody, that person will come tell me, unless it's something major where they are being hurt or being someone swearing at them. But some of these little things, it's like, guys, I can't hear 97,000 of these things a day. So other than that, though, it was a good day. And I don't think I've said it on here. I've said it on TikTok and Instagram, but I'm looping with my class and they know that now. I've known for a couple weeks, but I couldn't tell them till last week. So I'm super excited to have them again next year. But it's like when they do this stuff like this, where they're like bickering like siblings, it's like, oh my gosh, you guys, we can't do this again for another year. So I have heard from all my friends who have looped that over the summer, they mature, grow, that break does wonders for them. So it'll be good. But it just was like when that happened, I'm just like, oh man, are they going to be able to put up with each other for one more year? But they'll be fine. It was just one of those days where they all have to push each other's buttons. All right, but that was our day otherwise. So again, like I said, overall a good day. We'll just talk about the kind of being bossy towards each other again tomorrow morning during our morning meeting, just so we can start the day on a good note, and it'll be awesome. It's supposed to rain a little bit tonight and turn into a little bit of snow, but then it's supposed to be 40 again. We like almost all of our snow is gone. So I feel like after this rain tonight, it's really gonna help. Like, look at this. Obviously there's piles across the street, but like our parking lot's good, nothing there. Our playground's getting good over there. So that's awesome. Otherwise, I'm feeling good for tomorrow because like I came in here yesterday, got a few things printed off. It's just, that really helps me a lot, just feel less overwhelmed during the week, I'm realizing. So someone remind me to print off all my stuff for next week, this week, so that way I don't forget and I don't have to come in over the weekend. But yeah, now it's just nice because I'm gonna go home and not worry about anything, and I'll be back tomorrow. But I'll take you guys with, because I think I'm gonna bring Reg for a walk. Kind of wanna, I probably should ride my bike, my Echelon or Echelon, whatever you want to call it. What else should I do? I don't think I'll do anything else around the house. I don't think I'm putting the trim back on yet, but I'm not quite feeling that motivated, but we'll see. I'll bring you with until I get bored and decide to put this video together. So let's leave. Look at this, like no snow. used to have to walk all the way over there to get to my car. Now I can just cut across. Love it. What do you have? Look at that. Oh, Gianna, I'm coming. Oh, she's so vocal. I'm gonna go put on shorts, then let them out, and I need to clean up Reggie's dog poop outside. That's actually what I'm gonna do. That's not fun, but it's what I gotta do. I have not done it all. Oh my gosh, she's barking. Really barking. I didn't do it at all this winter, so now it's melting. It's really gross, so I gotta do it. There we go. Let's go. Come on. Let's go outside. Let's go. Oh, Reg, don't run her over, please. It's gross. All right, here we go. Hi. We got some snow back here, but the rest of this yard, we're gonna try to use this grassy area, especially up by the door. So excited. Okay, got a lot cleaned up. Not all of it, but got a lot, at least by the door area. I also found this pallet behind the garage, and there was a big muddle puddle there, so I'm gonna put that over there for now, so at least Reg won't get completely muddy. He'll still be muddy when he comes in, but not as muddy, I guess. You wanna go for a walk? It's kind of nice out. Yeah? I think we go for a walk. It's a little breezy here today, which makes it awkward because like it's super nice out. Like I was just outside in shorts and a long sleeve shirt was fine. But when I went for a walk with my parents yesterday, my hands were cold and my ears were cold. Actually, I wore a hat, so my ears weren't cold. So I'm gonna put my hat on so my ears don't get cold. But I feel like I need to wear gloves, but I'm still gonna wear shorts. But I think I might wear shorts and boots. Minnesota's just weird. Okay, I won't do the boots, but I'm gonna do gloves. So far I didn't need gloves. Look at it, you can see the beach, the sand. Still a frozen lake, but you can see sand. A car drove by and I thought I knew who it was, so I started waving. And then when they got closer, I realized I had no idea who it was. So that's very embarrassing. And I can never go for a walk again now for these reasons. Melt. All right, it's a good walk. Got him wiped off a little bit. Of course, he already wants to go get his Frisbee. Oops, stop that. 40 minutes. Like 2.3 miles. I guess it's kind of slow, but good exercise. I've decided tomorrow I'll ride my bike, not today. I'm going to try waking up tomorrow morning and doing it, but that walk was enough exercise for a day. I'm just kind of tired though, so I feel like this is a good starting point. It's like 6, so dinner, watch a little TV, maybe read a little bit. I think it's called, what's it called again? Us Against Everyone or Everyone Against Us. So it's getting good. Like it was a little slow in the middle, but last night it was really picking up. So I think that's just what I'm doing. Obviously edit this video. So I'm going to call that a night. So thanks again for tuning in and see you next time. Bye.